Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Catacomb Kids. So, some exciting stuff is here, guys. We are playing on Catacombs Alpha 0.09b, which has a lot of interesting and cool changes to it. It's not the most major update in the world, but the first update is, which is also the most visual, as you can see, is that the game is now in widescreen, which is so cool and awesome. So no longer shall I be playing in like weird, awkward 960 by 720 or whatever. We're now in 1280 by 720, which is where I want us to be, which is freaking glorious. Besides that, there's a couple of changes to the gameplay. I read through the patch, and unlike what I did with my RimWorld series, I don't think I'm gonna go over all the changes unless you guys want me to. In the comments, I would love it if you guys would tell me whether or not you would want me to just like list all the changes that came out in this update throughout these videos in the future, because I could totally do that. But I don't really see much of a point for this series. Kind of, I think it might make sense to just discover those things as we mosey on along. But of course, that's entirely up to you. So first thing that we're going to do is that there are now daily runs in Catacomb Kids, which, for anyone who knows Splunky, you should be familiar with what daily runs are. Basically, they're one randomized map that is identical for everyone. And that map is changed every day. So basically, everyone around the world who's playing the game right now at like, 1:30 p.m. Western, what am I saying, Pacific time, like I am, anyone who's doing that will be playing the exact same map through this entire day. And then tomorrow it's gonna change to be something else. So basically what's cool about it is you just get to see like leaderboard comparisons. Makes the game a bit more competitive, seeing who could get the highest score or survive the farthest, that kind of thing. I don't know if they'll have a leaderboards. I imagine if it does have the daily run, it probably should. Super interesting, though, that we are limited to only 2 people when you go in. I was wondering how it would do the classes. I presume everyone has these 2 exact same dudes, but I'm not entirely sure. I should look up and figure out the developer's name for this game, because that's one thing I will say. When I was reading the patch notes, the developer did mention that the setup for this is not exactly where the developer wants it to be, and there are probably going to be more changes to the daily in the future, but for the time being, it's pretty cool. So for the daily's sake, I think we'll go ahead and play this bully. I think I like this bully setup a hell of a lot more than this poet. Do I actually? I mean, Magic 101 is nice. I don't think I liked Temporal Step. I may have not even used it, though. Huh. This character's loud, good with daggers. I don't really like daggers, though, but they both use daggers. Let's just do the bully. Go for the standard good old bully. If we're gonna do our first ever, oh my god, this is different! Ooh, this is super pretty! I like that a lot. I also love how much more space the screen is using up now that it's, the game is in widescreen. I think that's gonna be one of my favorite updates so far, for sure. Probably my favorite part of this patch. But of course, there's a lot of gameplay stuff that we will see as well. I think this is new. Apparently, these bridges now have, like, platforms, or, something to actually lift, that kind of thing. Are rocks different? I don't remember rocks before. We also did start off with a potion, so that's pretty cool. We'll go ahead and toss that rock away like a wet piece of bologna and do what we can to... That guy's got a big ol' weapon! If I can kill him, I would love to. Any change to this? Nope. Bummer. I see you. But yeah, I'm gonna try to avoid going down that spike way because you guys know what happened last time. It was pretty pathetic, to say the least. So there's Orc City Central over there. We'll just bypass that. No real need to endanger ourselves. Forgot for a moment how short of a range our stiletto has, so hopefully I won't go about forgetting that again. So, you guys might be wondering, okay, Brendan, obviously there's a hell of a lot new stuff going on here. Anything from the last patch that we do still need to consider? And yes, indeed, there is. We are going to continue with what we were doing before regarding, testing out what foods we eat. So we're gonna eat a lot of goos for sure. I want to beat this man up, but I'm not exactly sure what's the best way to sneak in with him. We are loud, correct? Where levels? Whoa. This is super different. Okay. Where do we... okay, so our skill grid is this. What we are very, very familiar with. We are indeed loud. I guess levels will just show up. Maybe like the bully upgrades and stuff like that, level upgrades, they're placed in here instead. That is really interesting and cool. I think some levels were placed in here. No, just like things like the bully upgrade were placed in here. So maybe those will also take up this position instead. Like when we upgrade from a bully to a bruiser, that might take up a couple of like square blocks in here and limit what level ups we could get from the level up board or the level up abilities per se. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Tower shield. Okay, cool. I thought this shield looked like a tower shield. It's so baller looking. The main reason why I wanted to test that though was just to make... Oh god. Ow! Kill him. Yes! Oh, we got this man. He did not drop his weapon though, or at least I don't think he did. No, he did not. That's a little bit unfortunate. What is our current chainmail? Does it have any stats? We should examine our equipment a bit more. It's smooth. Then beyond that, we basically just have pretty basic regular equipment. So let's go ahead and just get this basic chainmail, you know? Oh, I let the goo rot! That's so sad. I wanted to get that stuff. Oh well, I mean, losing out on goo is really not the end of the world, but like you guys know, I want to test out eating only goo, so it's kind of sad that I'm gonna miss out on that. Let's go ahead and get our double strength as we usually do. Is there any change in here? Because I know some of these have been readjusted. Like, I think the first two choices for the level up for defense was one that changed. Hold attack to charge up power, grab and throw. Yeah, those are exactly the same. Okay, cool. Oh, our guy didn't say anything when he leveled up. I want him to do his regular old, like, I'm of a mind! Or whatever the great, amazing, cool things that the characters say are. Oh, hello there. This will be a good guy to mess with. Oh no, but he's got friends. That makes it a little bit more scary. I think we could deal with them. Just like this. Good. Okay. He was easy. Then the only question is this man going to be easy? We might even just skip him. I'm not sure. Here, let's leave this way. Oh my god, I'm so glad we did not make a noise. I'm honestly really surprised we didn't. Because we're loud and all that, I thought for sure we'd make noise. So, we need to locate a slime or something like that, because I want to be able to test out these potions. Because, wonderful. Ask and ye shall receive. So we got a poison potion. That'll be good for us in the future. Now I got this orange one to test out. Maybe we should, if this goo... No, slime. Yeah, the purples are slimes. I think he died. I was gonna say, if he isn't dead... He could be a perfect test subject for the rest of our stuff. Barbecue. Eat it up, yo. So, we haven't come across any spell books yet, but I'll mention right now that I think one of the biggest changes to the game is actually spell books, because now spell books can only be used once. Then they actually either, like, get destroyed, or I think they get destroyed. Like, they only have one usage. Like, you can select to put it in your inventory, and then it's gone for good if you swap it out for something else. What does this switch do? Huh. Okay, well, we'll knock that down. I don't feel entirely comfortable with that. Switches that don't really have any obvious effects are kind of a scary thing in my mind. Oh god, okay, so here's where that switch worked. And thankfully, it was actually in a very good location, I would say. So, okay, here's a good example of the book, since we have it right now. I'm going to use this Dark Arts book. What? Okay, this is super different. Oh my god. Wait, okay. Dark Arts, so is that gonna put it in the slot? It's asking me if I want to level one up right now, I presume. Got Shadow Cloak, Raise the Dead. We can't do that one yet. It's unstable, apparently. Man, Plague costs 4? Plague might be really good then. So does Raise Dead. Summon a cloud of miasma that poisons and slows enemies. Oh, so the slow is probably the reason why it's so good. Okay, so we've got Dagger. Daggers are super fast for attacks. You guys know I'm not the biggest fan of Vampirism, but let's go ahead and get Vampirism anyways. I think that might be a good start. So now spellbooks only have one use. I did not realize that that's how they worked. Yeah, and now it's gone forever. Okay, that is actually very different. It still functions the same way that I thought it did, but in actuality, it is very different than the way that I thought it was. There's our exit right next to that trapdoor. That's really scary. Like what I was expecting, I thought it was a thing that our spellbook is still in our inventory like it was previously, and we could get new spells and level up as much as we wanted to. But if we swapped out one book for another, like let's say we had that Dark Arts book, and then we grabbed 101, I thought at that point, once we picked up Magic 101, the Dark Arts book would disappear forever. But apparently, we only get one use for all the spell books. That's kind of sucky, but very cool and interesting as well. I think that spells were probably a bit unbalanced before, especially when you get spell books that are really good, ones that you really enjoy using. Like, I thought Magic 101 is a very strong spell book. So really, oh god, get out of here, slime. So really, it's probably good for balance, being like, okay, Magic 101 has all these really good spells, you can only grab one of those spells at a time now. I think that makes a lot of sense. This is the world's worst position. Like, this is where I lose the daily run. This is where I die. Oh my god. I just want to go up there to just see if the level up orb is there. I don't even know if it's there for sure. Okay, God, that looks like it's the only viable way to get to the top left as well. Okay, orange potion has not been discovered. Let's backtrack and go over here. See if this will do a better job of revealing to us areas that, we have yet to explore, and hopefully the level up orb as a part of that. There's a trap. Just run on by. Oh no. Hello, Orc Man. His name is Orc Glam, the Orc Man!
Face me.
I'll face you whenever you want, buddy! How you doing? Oh. Yeah! We totally wrecked him! Man, Orc Glam, the Orc Man, or whatever I called him. Proved to be kind of a wuss. Kind of an easy peasy guy to destroy. We made mincemeat out of him, so to say. That's his sword up there. For a second, I thought a new sword was up there. Might as well... Oh, a potion of invisibility? Thank God he's zapped, because otherwise he might be a little bit more cumbersome to kill. That's why I gotta be careful with those things. Potions of invisibility are so annoying to activate on others accidentally. Oh, come on, game. There we go. Okay, cool. Level up orb is ours, literally like in the farthest away place on the entire map, but that's perfectly okay. So, we need to get magic for innate power. Let's double check these. Spells cast instantly, all spells cost more energy. That spells cast instantly, that probably is so good. But it does make all spells cost more energy, really. That's so sad, because I would love to see incantation later on. I still think innate power is way, 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 way too good to pass up. Especially if you spam spells a lot. I mean, I like to think that I spam spells to some extent, because I really think this is the kind of game where it's much better to spam them, especially if you have innate power, because all they're gonna do, all that's gonna happen by using them frequently is, help prevent death, you know, and save your life. So, let's get rid of these. Oh, I want these gone. Oh god, I really do not like chilling here, though. Okay, this is the world's worst position. Go, go, go! Oh my god, okay, cool, cool, cool. That was maybe a bit scarier than it actually was. Like, maybe I was more worried than I should have been, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. One thing that I should actually mention that I didn't realize, either I just never noticed these things before, or I never happened to come across one. Apparently there are things called Bayat holes in this game, and they're basically like nests for Bayats, where a number of Bayats will end up like jumping out after you like disturb them or awaken them or something like that. I thought that was... Oh, hello there. I'm not a chicken, you're a turkey. I don't want to die. No! Oh, slain by Grumble on floor 3. I thought we were gonna be able to make it. I thought we were gonna be able to kill him. I should have prepared farther ahead and like stabbed and then shield, because for some dumb reason he's a beefy orc too. He's one of the stronger orcs, not a basic one. If he was a basic orc, he definitely would have died from that final stab, because the only reason why I didn't do that was because I thought for sure he was gonna die after that next stab. There's a blue flame right there, though. I wonder if killing him would have awakened the Death Reaper? But that doesn't look like the Death Reaper's room, so that might be a unique blue torch. Might mean something else. I'm not sure. I think that there are, I'm pretty sure that there are other secrets and stuff that I just haven't discovered in the game yet anyways. So, let's go ahead and look at the character overview. Looks like it's pretty much exactly the same as everything was before. So, we could go ahead and go back. I love this death screen. This death screen is pretty cool. Pretty cool and snippy and awesome. Today's run, slain by a Grumble on floor 3. Yeah, okay, so I can't access the daily anymore. That's cool! They didn't have leaderboards, so I hope that leaderboards end up coming in the future. But of course, the game is super early alpha, so I would not expect leaderboards to be in the game, like, at all at this point. That's really cool, though, that there's a daily. So, if you want to brag online or, like, talk to friends about this game, this is an easy way to do it. Just talk about the daily, you know? So then, let's go ahead and do a poet. Main reason I want to do this is because I actually want to use Portal, because Bradley Vines was talking to me in the chat. He was, ooh, this guy's got a hat, too. I hope it doesn't cover that beautiful... Oh, my God. I was gonna say, I hope it doesn't cover that beautiful neon green hair, but his hair is purple, so I guess his hat is, like, neon green, which is, like, the greatest color for a hat of all time. Basically, though, Bradley Vines made a very, very good point. He was telling me in the comments, you know what, Egg? You, been complaining about them portal spells, saying they're awful, but have you ever tested them out? Maybe, ooh, I'm also a telepath, that's pretty cool. Have you actually tested it out? Because you shouldn't complain until you've actually had experience with something. And I appreciate that. I understand. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hate Portal, but Bradley makes a very good point. We should at least test it out. So, this is so sad because, like I was saying, Magic 101 is such a good spell book. It's got 3 spells that I really love. I also really like Whirlwind. I was gonna say I've never tested out Whirlwind, but that's wrong. We have used Whirlwind before. Not one of my favorites, but I really, really like it. I love Wizard Throw, I love Magic Blast, and I love Regenerate. We're gonna grab Regenerate, though. You guys know I like getting the heal one, so that's so sad that the spellbook is just gone now. Why change placement? I'm pressing Y, but it doesn't do anything. I would imagine Y change placement would allow me to move where the regen thing is, but I'm like pressing all buttons, so I can't seem to move that. That's interesting. I don't know what that's all about. Goodbye, Magic 101. You were loved and you were lost, but that's okay. Oh, I probably should have put Regenerate on this tab, but that's okay. So let's test out Portal. What the fudge? Wait, what? What is this even doing? Can I, like... What? What? Oh. What? What is this? Okay, well, I could say right now, Portal does not work any way that I thought it did. It might be more akin to what Bradley Vines was saying it might be. Like, oh no, they disappear after a period? That's interesting. Here, I want to create one portal right there then, if I can. Okay, so I just lean it against a wall, and that activates it. So if I put a portal right there, now is it like... Yes, it is. Okay, so basically we make Portal, the game. I hate that. It's a million times better than I thought it was. And it could have really good uses. I just don't think that's worth the single spell slot, you know? It is interesting to see that it does not affect enemies, though. So that'll have to be something that we'll recognize. I don't like that at all. I do not like that spell, but you know, I'm very new to it. We'll have, oh, I just poisoned myself like a dumb. Okay, might as well regenerate then. Hopefully that'll keep me alive. I mean, looks like it's doing a pretty good job of keeping me alive so far. Close the door. Ah, good job, Regenerate. You saved me. So then, we've only got Regenerate right now. Oh my god, I didn't realize we have -1 damage. Yeah, we're getting damage upgrades right now then, so let's get Focus Strike. Probably won't use Focus Strike too much seeing as we are a poet, but still, allowed us to do 3 damage right there, which is pretty solid. You, my good sir, are going to get stomped to death. Thank you for the bowl of goo. Someday, I will be able to eat those guys. Here, let's see how long these... See, the thing that's so... okay, here's what's nice about a portal. Okay, I'm warming up to a portal a bit more, because that does mean that if there's an enemy that I don't think I'll be able to survive passing by, I can easily get by him. Because we just create 2 portals. Or, otherwise, if there's a trap, like those spike floor rooms where we gotta jump across, if it's one of those rooms, and I'm thinking to myself, man, I would rather not jump over that, would rather have a more reliable, safe way to go through this room, then we actually have one. So that's... I'm warming up to that. Potion of Regen. Wish I did not give that to this slime man, but that's okay. Oh my god, look at all these biats. Is this a biat hole? No, those aren't biats. Those are piranhas. That makes a hell of a lot more sense. That is 1,000,001 piranhas, though. I do not want to be anywhere near that. Do we see the exits? Of course we need to go into that piranha pool. It's a little bit freaky-deaky, but we'll manage okay, because, you know, that's what we do. Up! And Ellie... Up! Okay! No! Oh, man. I actually wasn't expecting a spike trap there. I really should have been, but I was not, because I'm a big old dumb poopy-faced banana pants. Alright, well, looks like we're going to the main menu. That was a fun game. Only did 2 runs of this video, but of course there was a lot of new stuff to go over and look at and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm super excited and happy about this update so far. I think it's a really, really good, cool update, and I think it's gonna bring a lot of exciting new changes to the game, so yeah. Especially having the game in widescreen. I mean, I don't have any serious gruff about games that aren't in widescreen, but really, if you can't, like, widescreen just looks so much nicer. And it's so much nicer from a Let's Play perspective as well, because then when I upload the videos, I'm not like, ugh, there's these weird, awkward black boxes on the left and right. Now it actually looks more complete and cool and fancy and nice and glorious. So anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and or subscribing if you have not. I am the EggScrambledGamer, and I will see you all in the next one. See you guys!